What's going on, all you gamers? Today I'm going to be going over why you should be running Pindleskin in Diablo 2 Resurrected. So if you want to know why I think Pindleskin is such a great place to farm, then stay tuned, that's coming up next. Welcome back, all you guys and girls. As always, 4Things Gaming, 4Things Xbox, and why not hit that subscribe and bell icon. Now, I'd love to tell you that Pindleskin is the go-to place to get your uniques, and if you'll be farming there, you're going to be grabbing one every 10-20 minutes. But in general, in Diablo 2, there are a lot of places to farm for items, and a lot of times the best areas to farm are those that are best suited to your build, or the ones that you enjoy farming most. But I definitely find that some places are slightly better suited for different needs, so I'm going to be doing a few guides on such places and why you may want to start running them. And today obviously we're going to be kicking it off with why you want to farm Pindleskin. Now, just in case you didn't know, Pindleskin is a super unique enemy found once you go through the red portal in Act 5. To access this location, you're first going to have to save Anya in order to have her open up this location through the red portal, which will lead you to Nilafak's temple. Now in Diablo 2 Resurrected, the portal to this temple stays open, meaning you can go through whenever you want. Now, when you go through the portal, you will be in an area filled with skeletons that are not yet animated. What you want to do here is, for one, pretty much don't stand around and fight all of the minions once they do animate. You want to get in and get out as fast as possible. The enemies here don't really do much to your resistances, but they do hit very hard with their physical damage. And if you do stick around and fight them, it's going to be very time consuming and not what you're here for. In fact, the main reason that I would highly recommend running Pindleskin would be for those that may well be on a time limit. You may see YouTubers or streamers telling you that certain locations or spots are by far the best to farm for certain items, or what items have the best drop chance where. But ultimately, Diablo 2 still has a ridiculous amount of RNG involved, and not everyone, myself included, can set aside the time to run an area 20, 30, upwards of 100 times over in order to get that specific loot. The drop rates for items in Diablo can be anywhere from 1 in thousands to even much more upwards of that. Some items are so rare to drop that you really wouldn't even want to think about it. So having a place like Pindleskin to farm can really help you out, as you can do it in short bursts or to your heart's desire. You could chuck in 1, 2, 3 runs, or you could do it for an hour. Each run, without load times and such, will probably only take you around about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on your build and the damage you're chucking out. So what you're going to want to do is make sure as soon as you bop through the portal, you run past pretty much every enemy, you make your way into the first building, and you take out Pindleskin, and you take out his minions along with him if you have to, and just pick up whatever he drops. Hopefully you'll have a nice unique, but even if you haven't, I would highly recommend picking up whatever you can, because then you can sell it straight back at your camp, meaning you'll be able to get a little bit of money behind you for that gambling later on if you wanted to do that. Now, Pindleskin does have some immunities, but he's not too bad. His immunities pretty much range from cold to poison, so make sure your build takes that into account. I would definitely say Magic Find is the way forward on this. If you've got no Magic Find, it may not be the best place to farm because you are just going for that one enemy. If you can manage to crack out at least 100, maybe 200 Magic Find, even greater if you could, that would be ideal, as this will definitely help your results when you're doing these runs. Now, this is a level 85 area, and as long as things haven't changed, I believe Pindleskin can pretty much drop every single item in the game, barring a few. So there are a few items that he will not be able to drop as far as I'm aware, and that would be things such as the Arachnid Mesh and the Tyrael's Might. But overall, he'll be able to drop almost everything in the game, so this is a great place to farm if you're trying to get some of the best uniques available. Now remember, there is a lot of physical damage going on here, so most times as long as you stay at a bit of range you will be fine, or if you've got a nice build you should be able to get into the fray and just take him out quicker than he'll be able to hurt you. But if your build is not up to scratch, I would definitely say keep yourself at a little bit of distance, just so that you don't get hit by that really big physical damage that him and his minions do. Also be aware, from time to time I have had it when one of the minions in here has had mana drain. If that happens and you cast a base, I would highly suggest just teleporting out of there, because it can be an absolute nightmare if you're trapped in between 2 packs of enemies and you're not able to cast any moves and you're not able to do much. Things can end up taking a turn for the worst pretty fast. But in general, I find that Pindleskin is an ideal place to farm if you are on a timescale, or you just want to beat an enemy really fast. Maybe you just want to see if you have a bit of luck a few times over. This is definitely the place to go. But as well as that, it's a lot easier than some of the other areas you can farm, and like I said, you can kind of invest as much time as you'd like to with this area. All in all, I'd say it's one of the best farming locations in the game. If you can get some magic find about yourself, it's definitely worth doing. If you've got none, it will be a bit tougher and you will find it hard to get that loot. Hopefully you'll be doing some runs whenever you've got the time, and you may have a bit of luck on your side and get some of those really nice unique drops. As you can see from this, that wasn't the case for me. I only got Inferno Strides, but my luck has always been bad, so fingers crossed yours will be better. As always, guys and girls, for all things gaming, for all things Xbox, take care. I'll see you on the next day.